Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take you up well before the top of the hour because we want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Drive Thru, as we give you live free sports picks from the primetime games. And to help us out with those winners, our professional handicappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who'll be on the show for today. And we got Mitch to join us, Ninos, Romanelli, Chris Ruffolo will serve as co-host. We got Shorr making her Wednesday appearance. Joe Duffy moved from the center square. And of course, McMordie will be with us today. Let's take a look at how they'll line up. We got Duffy, McMordie, Shorr, Romanelli, Ninos, Ruffolo, Mitch, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, how did afternoon baseball go for you?
I pre-ordered my Byron Buxton jersey. I'm all set, ready to go for the rest of the year. But can't complain. Pretty good. Got the Reds yesterday. I can see we got out of there just in time. But how about you, Tony? How was your afternoon baseball?
Afternoon was El Paso. All my action, all my 5 games go in the afternoon. So we'll see how this one rolls. Keep an eye on this Dodger game in this one, too. Very close game. Let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's welcome Joe Duffy to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. Joe, how's it going?
Everything's going fantastic. A beautiful day here in Atlanta. Might have to walk the dog after I talk to you.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic. You can see behind you, sunny skies out there, nice green. Looks beautiful. All right, Joe, we're looking at the Rays tonight, hosting the Athletics. Rays big favorites here, $1.76. Total sits here at 7.5.
Yeah, Oakland's 15-9, including a very impressive 7-3 on the road. Meanwhile, Tampa, they're only 12-12 overall and a pretty terrible 5-7 at home. So you look at those numbers and you say, holy smokes. I mean, Oakland's got to be tremendous value getting those that big number right. Nope. Wrong, folks. We listen to what the odds makers are telling us. I say it time and time again. Use the odds makers' knowledge against them. When you have an inferior team, that is at least inferior based on winning percentage, but yet they're big favorites, they tend to be a great bet. Even better on the run line, and we do have an angle that's plus 105.72 units here that says go with the inferior big favorite, but specifically on the run line, and it's got a return on investment of 8.1. Also going with big favorites that stranded a lot of base runners last game. We got a system that's plus 439.78 units, and it kind of reminds me way back in the day, even before there was the internet, a lot of handicappers I knew, a lot of sharps, they would love to go through the box scores in the newspapers, especially in college football, find deceptive box scores where maybe teams outplayed another team on paper, but they lost, and then the theory was you fade the team that won, or at least put a check mark in fading the team that won, and then go with the team that lost because of deceptive box scores. Well, this is kind of the baseball version, a team that leaves a lot of runners on base and they're big favorites the next day or the next game. They tend to be very good plays. Tyler Glass now, he's got a nice 1.98 on-base percentage against compared to 323 for Irvin. So obviously a big pitching advantage, and the odds makers are essentially telling us going to be some regression here. So Tampa minus the 1.5 and plus 125. W marks the not center square.
All right, Joe Duffy here on Tampa run line here, laying 1.5 runs plus 125 against the Oakland Athletics. All right, Chris, what say you here with Glasnow on the mound looking for a bounce back?
Well, it doesn't feel right. I should almost give Joe the center square back just so that everything is right in the world. But I got to agree here only because my concern with Glasnow and the Rays is that 3 of the 4 games he's pitched, the Rays have either won 1-0 or they've lost the game outright. But like Joe said, Glasnow's been fantastic. Outside of that blow-up against Toronto, he's only given up 2 earned runs across the other 4 starts. And Irvin, the 2 starts that the A's lost, both against Houston, a good team, and the 2 starts they won against Baltimore and Detroit, 2 inferior teams. So I think he struggles against the better teams. So I like the Rays on the run line as well, plus 125.
All right, agreement here. Rays run line plus 125 against Oakland Athletics. MLB Extra Innings channel. This one you'll be able to watch at 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Joe Duffy, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Got some lots of NBA and lots of baseball. What you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, we do, and given the potential clients a little bit of versatility. You want all the plays. We got 5 plays for tonight. You want just Major League Baseball, where we got the best system in all the sports, at least based on total net units won. That applies a few times tonight. Got 3 baseball winners. So you probably want to get the all sports package, lock in long term, but I got both NBA and Major League Baseball on the site tonight.
All right, guys, get on board here with Joe Duffy over Pig Dogs. Major League Baseball on the side with NBA. Of course, best value is those long-term passes, 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Get every play that Joe releases on the site. Of course, you set the terms when you make the purchase over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on site on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
We shall. Thank you, gents.
All right, everybody, Joe Duffy here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with our coverage, and let's go ahead and welcome Big Al McMordie. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, City #1 in 2021. He's going to give us a play on this late night ESPN game between the Suns and the Clippers. Interesting battle here. Al, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well. I've got no complaints. The one thing I'd like to do is try to get for the drive-through show a winner on a Wednesday. Over the last 4 weeks, I'm 0-4 on Wednesdays, but 4-0 on Thursdays. But I know there's probably somebody out there that only watches the show one day a week, and it's Wednesday. So, hopefully we can get a winner today for the drive-through.
That's absolutely. Let's get one home tonight here. Suns to host the Clippers here. Suns laying 4. Total sits at 220.
Well, these are two of the 3 best teams in the league, at least record-wise. Phoenix is second best with a record of 43-18. The Clippers sit right behind them in third place with a record of 43-20. This will be the third meeting between these two powerhouses this season, and Los Angeles won the first 2 games. Now, guys, one of the things I like to do when betting the NBA is play on double revengers when it's in meetings between top-level clubs, that is, teams that have win percentages of 632 or better. If you go all the way back 31 years, these double revengers have cashed at a terrific 59% rate. And although there's nothing wrong with 59%, we can improve our record to 39-10 just by focusing on home teams in division games. And, of course, that's the situation tonight. So that's one reason I really like the Phoenix Suns here. Another is Phoenix has been spectacular at home, and especially when not laying 7 or more points. They're 9-0 ATS, their last 9 in that situation. So you put together the huge revenge play on Phoenix, plus the consistency at home when laying short numbers, and I'm all over Phoenix on this Wednesday night.
All right, Al's going to go ahead and go Phoenix Suns -4 against the LA Clippers. All right, Chris, looking at this one. Of course, you always look at the injury report. Noah Baca, Leonard doubtful, and I'm seeing out already there. Batum is questionable here, so there's another body out. There's a new player there on that list. Patrick Beverley out, as we know. Clippers, again, are wounded a bunch here.
Yeah, and I think the loss of Beverly might be one of the bigger ones here besides Kawhi Leonard. Just we know about the guard play for the Phoenix Suns. And again, this is a spot where you'd like to have, your full lineup, even if you have Kawhi back and you add Paul George. This is the spot where you need it, but unfortunately it's out of their control. And I think the Suns take advantage. They've got their sights set on that #1 seed and trying to chase down Utah. So I like the Suns here as well.
All right, going to hear Suns laying 4 against the LA Clippers. This one at 10 Eastern time. Your doubleheader game on ESPN. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you sit #1 year-to-date on the site, over 3,500 units of profit. We got a good NBA card, some baseball. What you have going on over at the site?
Well, yesterday, a nice day. We were 7-2 on our 9 selections. We don't have that big of a card tonight. We have 3 games remaining. We had the Dodgers in afternoon baseball. Hopefully they'll hold on. Overall, now we're 328 and 240. Our last 568. I've got 3 plays left, including my Major League Baseball game of the month. So you can pick that up right now at Pick Dogs Premium. And, of course, the best deal of all is to get all of my selections over a week or over a month. It's the best value. We also have the 2 handicapper specials. So get on board and make the easy money on this Wednesday.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Al McMordie over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get his place for tonight. And, of course, make that upgrade to the long-term pass. We have 3, 7, and 38 pass. You get every play that Al releases on the site over at Pig Dogs Premium for that period of time you select. Or if you want to go with that, the great value here is that 2-for-1 capper special. Pick another capper here with Al McMordie. You can maybe go with James Clark, who's doing well in the NBA. You can go with Mitch. Pick your capper with 2-for-1, the best value there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Let's get that Suns home tonight, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Tony. Good luck, Chris.
All right, everybody, Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on with our coverage. Just a reminder, guys, subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. We got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, of course, Brian Bittler as well. And of course, those 2 YouTube shows, early and late. And of course, there'll be some changes there coming up in May. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru. Of course, we always ask you for your help, guys, out there in the audience. Give us that thumbs up, that like. That helps us improve our audience, Chris. Increase it.
Absolutely, Tony. It does. I mean, it's all everything we do here is thanks to the Pick Dogs family. All the love and support that we get with the thumbs up and the subscriptions. It allows us to do new things. We've got new cappers coming on in the coming days. We've got new stuff coming out all the time, revamping everything. And again, it's all for you guys. It's all because of the love and support you give us. So thank you so much for that, and keep it coming.
Yeah, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Ann Shorr on her Wednesday appearance. Ann, how you doing? Looking great today. We need you off the mute. You got the mute switch.
We know the drill.
Yes,
we know the drill. Doing great. I brought you guys a winner last week. Ready to bring you another one tonight. This one is a good winner for you guys.
Absolutely.
And just so excited to be here.
Great to have you on as always, Ann. You're looking at the same team here. I think it was on a total last year. This week it's the Pelicans at the Nuggets. 9 Eastern Time NBA League Pass channel. Nuggets laying 4. That number's kind of stuck at that number here. Total 230.5.
It's so funny because I've been watching this line movement, and it seems a lot of people are taking the Nuggets, but the line is not moving. So that already is a flag right there. And, Pelicans have just been not a great team this second half of the season compared to the Nuggets. But overall, the Pelicans, when these two teams play, this is a team that Pelicans can beat, and they need a win tonight. I mean, they really need to win, get a win tonight. With the thing is, the Pelicans just beat the Clippers, and they have 11 games left. There's about they need about 4 games to get in the playoffs, and the Warriors are just sitting right there. So the nice thing is the Warriors just lost against the Mavericks last night. So that's helping. The Pelicans need this win. They need to gain that. They're going to gain a game here. But the problem is they can only afford, at this point going forward, they can only afford 1 loss. So they're not going to win. They're not going to lose this game tonight. Obviously I'm taking the points, but it's going to be a close game. I can see the Pelicans winning. When these two teams played, Pelicans are 7-2, 7-2 the last 9 against the spread. They're also 4-0 in the 4 meetings in Denver. And the cool thing about this is these teams have played twice already, so the away team always has won. So Pelicans are the away team tonight. The weakness with Denver is they have 3 of their guards out. They could look, and I would say maybe another starter is going to be out tonight. I did not see an update yet, but overall, I just think this kind of motivation is the Pelicans should take this one tonight. So I'm going with them.
All right, Ann, here on the Pelicans up plus the 4 against the Denver Nuggets. And, of course, this one you can watch over on NBA League Pass channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Chris, we're looking here at the Nuggets injury report. Barton out. And, of course, their 2 point guards, Monte Morris, Jamal Murray out. I think the Pelicans guards will be able to penetrate and maybe look to feed Zion. And there'll be some assist opportunities here for the guards on the Pelicans side.
Absolutely. I think my concern for the Pelicans here is going to be the status of Steven Adams. I think he's still questionable right now. And as far as Denver goes, yes, they're missing 3 guards, but they also have a 7-foot guard, Nikola Jokic, who can pass the ball better than any big man in the league. But again, I'm going to agree with the Pelicans on the points contingent on if Adams can go. If not, it's probably a no play for me.
Yeah, I don't think Adams is a good fit in that team anyway. I mean, he's not the same player he was with OKC. He's just that's a horrible fit. I mean, you see him play, he's nowhere near the player he was with the Thunder. I mean, it makes no sense putting him on that team. That's insanity. Yeah, all right.
A young team,
Yeah, I mean, he's a big defensive guy, and New Orleans wants nothing to do with defense, right? I mean, they just want to run the ball, and he's just out of place. He's just out of place, a square peg. All right, the pick here, Pelicans plus 4 against the Nuggets. All right, and let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Prim, where you're doing fantastic work here. Over 1,000, we got 1,000 units of profit for 2021 documented. We got NBA, we got baseball up there. We're still waiting for another hockey pick because you're 4-0 in the NHL this season. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Oh, yeah, we had, just again, thank you to those people that come on every Tuesday and buy my double play on Tuesday for the price of 1. You guys just are fantastic. I appreciate your support. You guys bring good luck when you're on there. You really do. And so we had another winning night last night, and I actually looked at this. I love a lot of these plays today, but the one that just stood out, knew was a big winner, I put that on there tonight. That's in NBA. So I still have that up. That's my one and only play for tonight.
All right, guys, get on board here with Ann Shorr, that NBA play tonight. You see the numbers here, over 1,000 units of profit, 2021 document. Just go to the profile page, check out her picks there, and you'll see every play she's released is fully transparent. Get that NBA play tonight, take those winnings, and make that upgrade to long-term pass, 3, 7, and 38 pass as the best value there at Pig Dogs Premium. That 2-for-1 capper special, you can pair up Ann with Big Al, who's number 1, and Ann up there as well for in the leaderboard for 2021. You've got Chris Ruffolo. Many cappers you can choose there. The 2-for-1 pass is your best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Ann, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll actually keep you for the recap show, for the recap.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for having me. Good luck to everybody tonight.
And that's right. We got that virtual high five thing going.
Oh,
Keep that good luck going.
You got to keep it going. Hey, my drive-through picks have been hot, so it's that lucky high five.
Absolutely. It has. All right, Dan. We'll talk to you in a little bit. And so here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on here with our coverage. We're going to go with baseball now and bring in Ron Romanelli. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's also part of the weekend crew at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday and Sunday on the morning show. We'll go ahead and welcome Ron Romanelli onto the show here in just a second here. We'll find him. Here he is. Ron, how's it going? We got to get you unmuted there. We're seeing lips move, but we're not getting any sound. We get that on occasion, so I would say just sign out, sign back in. We're going to move on over to Ninos on Skype, and then we'll get back to you. So Ron Romanelli here is going to go ahead and sign out. And speaking of signing out, Chris, you're going to take a break. We're going to go to Skype here and go ahead and bring on Ninos, and you'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Number 1 in the NHL for this season here. So let me go ahead and dial him up here right now over on the Skype. Actually, we got Romanelli here anyway. Can you talk? We hear you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We're going to stick here with Ron. All right, very good. I just got to get back to your template. It will be okay. All right, we're going to look here at the baseball game here. We got the Rangers hosting the Angels here. Angels laying $1.23, total 8.5.
Yeah, the Angels took the first game of the series on Monday, but the Rangers were able to get the bounce-back win on Tuesday night, even up the series. Now we got the rubber match of this 3-game set, and we have Alex Cobb on the mound for the Angels and Dane Dunning on the bump for the Rangers. Alex Cobb was shelled in his last start against the Astros. Couldn't even get out of the third inning as he had major control issues. He had 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those runs being earned, and he had 3 walks as well. Cobb's 6.28 ERA is not worthy of a favorite price on the road, in my opinion, as he's been far too inconsistent to be laying a minus 120 plus price at Texas here. You look on the other side, Dane Dunning has been fantastic for the Rangers this season. He has a 1-0 record with a 3.06 ERA, but more importantly, he has a 2.46 FIP, which stands for Fielding Independent Pitching, a great advanced analytic to look at. Dunning has avoided the long ball very well this season, and he's minimized the free passes to only about 2 walks per 9 innings thus far. Dunning's arguably the best starter, strongest starter in the Rangers rotation so far this season. So getting the Rangers at plus money with Dunning on the mound and a team that's made bettors lots of money this season in the Rangers at that underdog price, this is just too much value to pass up. So I'm going to take the Rangers on the money line, getting that plus money.
All right, Ron Romanelli here on the Rangers, plus 113 against the LA Angels. All right, Chris, we're looking here at the Angels team that has lost 5 of 7.
Yeah, I think this all boils down to the pitching matchup, like Ron said. I think it's Alex Cobb, who still hasn't been the high end pitcher that we were expecting to see. Back to his days in Baltimore and even before that. And I think Dane Dunning is going to show the reason why he was one of the prize pieces in the Adam Eaton trade way back when, and why he's signed for the Texas Rangers for the long term. So I like the Rangers here as well. I think it's going to be a low scoring game, and I think that's why the pitching matchup's going to come in handy here. I like Dunning as well, so give me the Rangers.
Yeah, and look in the bullpen here. Angels on the road, bullpen about 5.5, and the Rangers bullpen at home well under 3. So looks definitely the Rangers plus 113 against the Angels. And this one will go off 8 Eastern time, MLB extra innings pass. All right, Ron, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Doing fantastic work in the NHL this season, approaching 400 units of profit. We got a lot on the board tonight. Hockey, baseball, and basketball. What you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, started the day with a nice total crusher winner in the MLB. I have my NBA play of the day still up for sale. It's my favorite play on the entire board in the NBA, and you can get that for $29.95 on the website. Also, grabbing one of my long-term plans is always a good idea. It's going to get you the most of my plays for a great price. So let me put you on some winners. Check me out at Pick Dogs Premium, Ron Romanelli.
Ron Romanelli over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get on board with winner tonight. And, of course, make that upgrade to long-term 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. Every play that Ron releases over at the site will be yours when you make that purchase to an all sports pass. And of course, you can go with our 2-for-1 capper, add another capper on with Ron, and you'll get a great savings there over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Ron, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll catch you here on the show next week, but we'll tune on the weekends at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with you and Mitch and company.
All righty, guys. I'll see you on Saturday. Good luck, and let's get some winners.
Get some winners here from Ron Romanelli here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on with the coverage. Now it's break time. I'm sorry I teased you with that break, Chris.
Okay.
The last segment.
Okay. Sorry, it just means I'm one step closer.
That's right, just one step closer here. So let's go ahead and go on to Skype and welcome Ninos to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Al, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
Can't complain here. All right, let's take a look at the game that you're going to cover here. It won't be that one. That's the other Al. Here we go. Cavaliers to host the Magic here. The Cav is going to lay 4 here. Total sits at 210.5. You picked a great game to cover, my man.
Yeah, I have a knack for finding these gems. We looked at the Cavs last time, and you kind of mentioned something about Sexton being the heart of this. I can't remember the exact word you used, but anyway, you were very right about that. And they didn't look too good without him at all, and I think it's going to struggle again without him. They got some other injuries too. The Magic also dealing with some injuries with Carter Williams, Otto Porter, Terrence Ross. Maybe not the biggest names in the NBA, but that is some production off the bench there. A lot of more offensive production than defensive production, if you ask me. And Orlando's gone 32, 28, and 1 to the over, so that's 53.3% to the over. While Cleveland 26, 33, and 2, which is good for 55.9% to the under. And again, with the injuries, the way these teams have been playing lately, Cavs just their offense not looking good at all. We saw Kevin Love not looking very interested. He did apologize. I'm not sure how sincere that was, but they said they're trying to move on, and as much as they try, I still don't see too much offense being produced here, so I'm taking this game to stay under the total.
Under 210.5 here, Magic and Cavaliers, 7 Eastern time, NBA League Pass channel. Yeah, I saw that whole situation with Love. He was pushed in the back, and he was upset at the ref and went brain dead for a second. That's what it was. He wanted that whistle, and he didn't get it. And he's a veteran. He thinks he's it, but they say, "Hey, veteran, you're on the Cavaliers. You're not getting a whistle, man." That's really what happened there.
That may have been the last thing to happen, yeah. But I'm sure it was a whole bunch of other things that added up to that before that happened, yeah. So don't think it was just a reaction to one single incident. I think it was just a whole lot of frustration coming out there. But yeah, anyway, it happens. Yeah. But anyways, it's still a pretty bad team offensively.
He chose to sign there, man. He's got no one to blame but himself as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, Al, yeah, you're right there with Sexton. But when I looked at this game, I looked at the net rating still. I saw a huge variance on the Cleveland side. So I looked at that side myself, even without Sexton, because our Orlando Magic is just a plain mess. Total mess. But again, they're having trouble shooting the basketball. Ninos here, 210.5 here, Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, Al, let us know what you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium. You're number 1 in the NHL, so what you got going here? Over 1,000 units of profit.
Yeah, I said yesterday we're coming off a bad day on Monday. We made up for it, partially at least, on Tuesday, so looking to keep rolling. Just one play in the NHL tonight. It was a very tough card, lots of great matchups, so if you're into watching some good action, lots of great games tonight. But I did find one game I love, and that's up there, and had a lot of NBA and MLB action today, so a couple different packages out there. Check them out. Yeah, always, as we also mentioned, a 2-for-1 is probably definitely the best way to go. Pair me up with someone that's doing better in the NBA, and obviously I expect my season to to start getting better in the playoffs, and hope to do well in the playoffs as well. So yeah, lots of great picks coming out.
All right, guys, get on board here with Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, over 1,000 units of profit for 2021. And, of course, he's got the plays tonight. And, of course, make the upgrade to long-term pass, 3, 7, and 30 L sports pass. And, of course, he does have the NHL end of the season pass, right, L, where they'll get every play from hockey all the way to the playoffs.
Yeah, try not to mention this one. I know our man Mitch is on the show tonight, so he might see that price tag tonight. But yeah, it's still up there as far as I'm concerned, unless he went in and changed it already. But yeah, it's down to $300 still for the rest of the season. So definitely looking to finish strong in the NHL as well, in those playoffs as well.
All right, guys, get on board here. Ninos here, the end of the season NHL pass for you for $300. A great value there over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Who knows? You may be on the next couple of days.
I was ready, Tony.
All right. That was Ninos. Chris, that means a cue is coming to you. I'm going to put you on camera right now. Hope you're ready. Yeah, he is ready. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We got Ninos. That was a blind switch over to Chris because I didn't have you on my preview screen, but it's okay. Let's continue on. And now we're going to look at your game here, 6:35 Eastern time. I'm sorry, that's the time you're on here. It's going to be at 7 Eastern time. So I'm telling you, I got that second dose, and I think something's screwing in my head here. So let's continue on here on the show. All right, let's go. Chris, game odds. Here we go. Knicks to host the Bulls. Knicks here laying 4 total, sits at 209.5.
Yeah, and this was a game that, I like using that term, 1990 style basketball, where you have the first 100 wins. And I initially thought that with this Bulls and Knicks game. But then I did a little bit of digging. You look at the Knicks, who are number one in a lot of statistics across the NBA defensively, and then you look at how they've been playing lately. 7-1 to the over in their last 8 games. It's almost a complete opposite of the way that the Bulls have been playing. They were high scoring early on, and then now they're playing in just a lot of low scoring games. Low scoring by their standards, where one team's usually hanging around 100 or even in the 90s. But, I think that's just where we are for this game. The last 2 totals between the two this season hung around 217.5, 216.5. And then this line opened up at 207.5. I think it was just a big over adjustment by odds makers. I think, we're sitting at around 209.5. I've even seen it as high as 212 in some places. It's all over the place. But I think that no matter what, I think we're well in range for the over to hit here. Like I said, I think there was just too much of an adjustment made. I could see this one hitting around 215 to 220, but I really like the over in this spot.
All right, Chris, you're on the over the total here with the Bulls and Knicks. Knicks shooting the ball well right now, and they're also hitting their threes. And one thing, we look at the Knicks' past 5 games, 51% shooting. And we know, Chris, that the Bulls don't play very good defense. So they're going to be in catch-up mode in this game. Could be.
No, absolutely. And I mean, you look at, we've had Rod Zawacki talk about some of the refereeing. Courtney Kirkland's one of the referees going tonight, and he loves, reffing games to the over. You look at the last 5 games for Chicago, 4-1 to the over. And it's not uncommon for the Knicks to play over with Kirkland refereeing as well. But like you said, Tony, the Knicks just shooting the ball with confidence right now. Julius Randle been lighting up the scoreboard and the stat sheet on his own. The Knicks putting up almost 120 points a game in their last 5. As far as I see it, with 209.5, that means we only got to get the Chicago Bulls to 90 if they hang around that average. I really like the over in this spot, like I said.
And the Bulls hitting 49% over the past 5 games, so they're shooting sharp right now. 2 sharp shooting teams. Over total 209.5. Now this is your game at 7:30 Eastern time. This one replaces the Wizards game on TV. This will be on ESPN at 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Chris, let's take a look here over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight, where we got a lot of NBA going on. We got baseball as well, and you're into hockey. What do you have going on at the site?
For me, it's my favorite day of the week. It's Whale Bet Wednesday. 5 of my biggest max unit plays in one place. Got that for $34.95 over there. Our guys, we always chat about it. We always talk about it. The 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes, where you're going to get all the sports, even up to a year. I've got the 2-for-1 capper deals where you can pair myself up with anyone that you see on the show tonight, and you're going to get 2 fantastic cappers picks for one awesome price. We also got the season passes up there. I got my NBA and my NHL playoff season pass. You can find out why I'm one of the original puck dogs, and I finished number 3 in the bubble last year. So these late stretches are where we make a ton of money in those sports. So go and check those out over at Pick Dogs Sports Chat Plays Premium Pick section.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get his one-day pass tonight. Make the upgrade tomorrow with those winning to a long-term pass. We got the 2-for-1 capper special right now, which is great value. When you pick Chris and another capper for a long-term pass, you'll get a great reduced savings there. Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Chris, let's continue on here with the show. And it's welcome to the show right now, Mitch. You find him every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time in the mornings here with Rod Zawacki and Brian Bittler. So we'll dial in Mitch right now as he'll be looking at the baseball game from today's card. Mitch, how's it going?
It's going. Just another big day here at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place.
Absolutely. All right, game tonight here at 8 Eastern time at MLB Extra Innings channel has the Astros hosting the Mariners. Astros big favorites are 205. Total sits here at 8.5.
We've been on Justin Dunn since he came to the majors, and he has delivered for us over his short time that he has been in the majors. Always liked this guy, kind of an under-the-radar first-round draft choice out of Boston College. You just don't see a lot of Boston College first-round draft choices in the MLB draft, and that just tells you how talented this guy is. We know Zach Greinke. It's not like it's Zach Greinke, and he's been pitching exactly the same way that Zach Greinke pitches, and it's just big strikeouts. He gets some guys on base. He knows how to get out of it. He's a Cy Young Award winner and a probable Hall of Famer. So, at this point in Greinke's career, it's probably pretty safe to say that. But he's up against a Mariners team that loves to cash. We haven't really seen them cash a lot in this series, and I think they cash in here at the nice price. With the way the baseball works. Yeah, you go 1-2 in this, not a lot of damage done, if you took the Mariners all 3 nights. So I didn't take them last night, but I do like them here.
All right, Mitch here, Mariners plus 184 against the Houston Astros. One thing that really caught my attention here, Chris, with the Mariners has been the performance of their bullpen. When you look at the bullpen this year, ERA 2.29, WHIP at just 1.
Yeah, and this is another one that I have to agree. I'm not paying minus 210 with Zach Greinke, and chasing the run line is not going to be much of an option either. When Seattle 9-4 against the run line on the road, and Tony, like you said, I think the bullpen's been a big part of that, keeping them in games late. And since my time on the morning show, I can tell you I was on Justin Dunn early as well, and I think he's going to be a great value here at plus 184. So I like the Mariners to steal a close game.
Yeah, one thing also with Greinke, the longer he stays in the game, he becomes a liability for giving up the home run ball. He gives up those home runs a lot, Mitch, in those 6 and 7 innings.
Absolutely. You got to remember the Mariners have won every game Justin Dunn has started this year. So, like you said, that bullpen is lights out. And I think, what you have to do when you're a team like the Mariners that's a lower budget team is your starting pitcher. He doesn't need to necessarily he doesn't need to be Jacob deGrom. He just needs to put you in position to win in those late innings. And, especially if you have a bullpen the way the Mariners do. And I think Justin Dunn has shown that he's capable of doing that. I think he's capable of doing more than that. And we'll see, as time goes on. But for the time being, he's shown that he can carry this team into the late innings, with a lead or at least tied or close. And that's all you need to do.
All right, and the play here, Seattle Mariners plus 184 against the Houston Astros, 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings package. All right, Mitch, what you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium? We've got a lot of baseball and NBA on the board.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago on this show, I said I was drawing the line in the sand with my baseball picks, and I have done so. And you guys can see I'm up almost 3,000 units since that show. I have hit a plus money. I've been plus money on 14 of the last 15 days at Pick Dogs Premium, and I've been doing it my old school way. I went back to my old style of picking. I think I kind of fell off course there a little bit, and it happens to everyone in this business. And I'm back on course now. I also have gotten off of the NBA for the last 3 weeks as well, and that's been a big part of being able to turn a profit too. Tough to handicap a sport when you don't know who's playing. Nothing worse than giving out the Dallas Mavericks and then Doncic and Porzingis aren't playing all of a sudden. You're laying 9 points. It's like you're just dead, right? It's like and the line will tell you that you're dead because you were laying 9 and now everybody else is getting 8. That's got the Mavericks. So I stopped doing that, and then now I'm just on baseball, and I've been I've been mopping the floor with the books on a nightly basis, just finding value in the top underdogs out there on the card. I've taken very few favorites over the last 3 weeks. And you can see I have a losing record still in baseball. That's how bad my start to the season was. I'm 8 games under 500, and I'm up 800 units almost in baseball. So that's the type of games that we're going after, and that is my game. Tony and I have been doing this for a very long time together. He knows. I take big shots, I make big bets, and that's exactly how I play to win. And that is my style. It's aggressive, and I don't apologize to anyone for it.
All right, Mitch. And I got a question for you, because I know this time of the year is really exciting. What do you have plans here for the Kentucky Derby? And will your wife be giving out a pick? Because we know how successful she's been.
So Rod and I were going to actually do a Derby show and watch it live with everyone. Kind of just do a couple minutes before the race. I planned on doing some sort of preview video. We're switching production, the way that we do production here, and I haven't even talked to you about it, but we're going to switch the way that we do our live productions and the way that we do our recorded productions. So I've kind of put a lot of things on hold, but for the Kentucky Derby, we will be doing something. I believe Rod and I will just be watching the race and talking about it kind of as we go doing it. So everyone else is, you guys are welcome to join us as well. So should be a good time, and, plenty of mint juleps for everyone, since I won't be partaking, but
All right, of course, the success of that YouTube premium, we got the early, late, but of course there'll be some changes there as well coming in May. Yeah,
we're changing the YouTube premium as well. We're eliminating the lowest tier, the $30 tier. We're adding a $100 tier. We're going to have a live show that will precede this show. It will be at about it'll be about 5:15 to 5:45. It will have to be a hard half hour every single day. And on the weekends, we'll have to figure out exactly what the timing is. The show is, like everything, it'll be a work in progress. But this way, we'll be able to give these late updates. So we know if Julius Randle's not playing or something, or if he is playing, he's not playing. This way, we can give late steam picks, and that I think is always something that's advantageous to the bettor. I have to say that my record, and Brian Bittler, will say this every day, he said, your picks are better because you put your picks in the morning now, as opposed to putting them in the night before. And he's right. Since I've been putting them in the morning, I have put them in the morning and have had mixed success in the past. But as of late, just the way the world that we live in, the environment that we live in, the way that the players are being treated, it was a weird NBA season. I mean, I was first in the bubble by a mile. I was 60-something%, almost 70% in the bubble in my NBA. I couldn't pick a game for like 3 weeks. So it was just like, take a step back, and then when the playoffs come, we'll take a step back forward, and the late steam show, all those things, will be able to do that. And as well as here on the drive-through, that's part of the idea here, is that you get that late information. You get those late picks. You get changes. I've seen Rod give out one pick on the morning show and the opposite side right here on the show. I've seen him do it a few times. So, I've also gotten emails about it as well. So everyone else has seen that as well. But, at the same time, I just think that, I think it's something that time has come. And we're going to have other premium things. And we're going to have other free things. We're going to expand our presence on YouTube. I'm working with some of the top YouTubers, and not in our niche, but top YouTubers, out there. And, these are the guys with 60 million subscribers, 50, 60, 70 million subscribers. And we're working, on going more mainstream, replacing Ruffolo with a celebrity or something, doing these things in order to... It's a joke, Chris. It's a joke.
That's all right. It's all right. My days are numbered.
It's a joke. You won't be replaced. Your time slot will just like when you go to take a break. There'll be some technical difficulties.
That's okay. So that was the glitch. That was the glitch that happened.
little glitch. But anyways, I'm here a while, so you know what? I'm going to give out another pick since I'm still here. I know Tony doesn't have the slide. We didn't talk about this ahead of time, but you kept me long enough, and I know people are always in the comments. I can't see the YouTube comments, but normally when I'm on, they always say, just give a pick and get the hell out of there. But all this time, he just gave one pick. So I know they're probably saying that because that's what they always say when I'm on. So I will just give out a pick from our consensus report. I will look at the consensus, find a good one. And let's see where we can find a really big consensus here. So we have 5 on the Vegas Golden Knights, 0 on the Colorado Avalanche. Was that a pick that was on the show?
No. We had no hockey today.
All right, so there it is. 5 on Vegas, 0 on the Avs. There's a consensus pick for you as well. So bonus.
All right, Vegas Golden Knights. They're about $1.43 in this one here against the Colorado Avalanche.
No
9:30 Eastern time, and it's a TV game, NBC Sports Network, so everyone can watch it. All right, Mitch, thanks for this.
Haven't watched hockey since I lived in Chicago.
That's right. All right, Mitch, have a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow morning with you, Bitler and Zawacki. All right.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Absolutely. Mitch here on the drive-thru. We'll continue on here with our coverage. Just a reminder, guys, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. And, of course, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. Chris will join me with Ann going through every pick on the show. So we'll continue on. Now it's time for yours truly to come in with my play. And we're going to take a look at a late-night NBA encounter here. This one on NBA League Pass, Channel 10 Eastern Time, has Sacramento hosting the Jazz. Jazz laying 9 on the road, total 222.5. And my pick on the show is going to be on the home underdog, Sacramento Kings, here at plus the 9. And, Sacramento's covered 5 of their past 6 after that 7-point home win to Dallas on Monday. If you look at their past 5 games, the Kings are shooting 50%, 44% from 3. Jazz not shooting quite that well. Of course, they're without Donovan Mitchell from their lineup. I know Fox is out, but I think the Kings can get through this one. You look at Utah. They failed to cover 6 of 8 after dropping home and away games to Minnesota. That's a team like Sacramento that's pretty much all offense, no defense. But they did see improvement with D'Angelo Russell back in the lineup. Kings shooting keeps them competitive. That's all you need here. You just need Kings to have a shooter's chance here. They have that. I'm going to take the 9 here with Sacramento, Chris.
Yeah, this was a game I won't lie to you, I didn't give much of a look at because I just see all the injuries and kind of scares me off. But looking at it now, this just feels like a game that the Jazz win by 8. It just feels like a game that the Jazz are up by 8. The Kings miss a shot late, and then the Kings call off the Dogs. Jazz dribble it into the front court, and we escape with a cover. So it doesn't matter. They don't ask how; they ask how many. And if you get 8, if you're win by 8, you got 9. It's good enough. So I'll lean towards the Kings here as well.
That's right, guys. I got a 5-pack going on over at Pig Dog Stream. Check me out over there. Of course, I have also a 3, 7, and 38 pass up there as well for you guys. I'm part of that 2-for-1 capper special. Check me out over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time to do the recap. And, of course, Ann Shorr joins us in this segment. We start here with Joe Duffy. Rays run line minus 1.5 runs plus 125 against the Athletics. Al McMordie, Big Al, takes Suns minus 4 against the Clippers. Ann Shorr, Pelicans plus 4 against the Nuggets. Ron Romanelli, Rangers plus 113 against the Angels. Little Al, Magic Cavs under 210.5. Chris Ruffolo, Bulls Knicks over 209.5. Mitch was on the Mariners plus 184 against the Astros. He threw a bonus in there with the Vegas Golden Knights to win against the Avalanche. Yours truly, Kings plus 9 against the Jazz. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I know it's not common, and it's not necessarily the best when I do this, but I can't pick. I have to stick with the double Al combo. I got to go with Big Al and Little Al. I like both of those just equally the same. I love those 2 plays.
All right, he's going there with the Al parlay. All right, and other than yours, which one do you like the best?
I'm on the Magic and the Cavs under. That one opened up at 208, went up. Time to grab the under. You got 8 out of 10 starters sitting out. Yep.
It's pretty much a patchwork for both teams there. I'm going to go with the Ann's play of the Pelicans plus 4. I think those point guards and Barton being out is a big plus for the Pelicans because they got some inside play, some assist opportunities, and of course you could get Jokic in foul issues with those guards driving in on them. So I'm agreement there with the plus 4 against the Nuggets. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We do it all over again. We'll have a full book on the show, 8 cappers on, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod, and Brian Billers who tune in. Let's bring in the crew from tonight's show. Wave you guys off a nice good night, and we'll talk with